Shocked.
Oh, nice. Good take.
Demi and Work, if you guys want an ISO, call for it. We'll clear out.
Oh, got you. Thank you.
You see the smile on Watch Me Work's face?
Yeah, Work, you're too quiet, man.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA, thank you. And given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for Toronto, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. That one wide left. The pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Kicks it to Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. And he's off on his first shot of the game. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Anunoby. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out alive right now. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
VanVleet way outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Conley. Anunoby sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Now Barnes. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that three-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
Conley gets the bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Van Vliet up top, covered by Conley. Fires from the line. Here's Pirtle. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Now here's Barnes. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Count it. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
For 3, Van Vliet got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for OG Anunoby. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Pass to McDaniels. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
The Timberwolves trail, and now the Timberwolves on the break. Shots good by Noel.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. They get it back. Achua, the pass to Young. From deep, Trent. Minnesota with the rebound. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Prince is checked in for McDaniel.
Torian Prince.
Raptors shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Now, here's Achua. Guarded by Reed, and it's good for 2.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. Those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
Here's Trent. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. Anderson against Young. From 13, Anderson can't get it to go.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Trent gets the bucket.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Timberwolves trail by 6.
Toronto foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Now here's Van Vliet. Barnes finds Van Vliet. Trent outside for 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Trent's got 7 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Reed, and he goes in for the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And I like Van Vliet's shot selection. Terrific at looking to score when he sees the opportunity.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Raptors lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
You know, something else is working for him is the three-point shooting. I mean, they've done some damage early on from behind the arc.
Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Then it's Brett Van Vliet. Then there's Achua. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Raptors leading by 8.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here's McDaniels after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage, slipping pass there for the finish.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And continuing to press their advantage, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
Now here's Conley. Quarter number 2, we're about a minute in. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Towns trying to get open. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Van Vliet. He has 7. Drills the three-pointer.
Not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
They double-team Conley. Timeout called first of the game for Minnesota. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's McDaniels. Towns trying to get open. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now, here's Anunoby. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's Trent in the corner. Passes it to Siakam. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 3. No good there. Timberwolves trail by 10, and Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Here's VanVleet. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out. Now, look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Boy, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Turtle comes in for Achua, and it's Barnes in for Anunoby.
Scotty Barnes. 5-second inbounding violation. Timberwolves ball.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Towns doing a nice job with a smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Offensive rebound. Now the pass to Barnes. The trade. Siakam kicks to Pirtle.
2 minutes remaining in the
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist in this one. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
For 3, VanVleet. Doesn't go that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And finished off by Edwards.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
McDaniels with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And here's VanVleet from the arc. VanVleet can't get that one to fall. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 14-6 run. Inside, Edwards. Out to Conley. He feeds it to Towns. Can't hit that one. Good D by Siakam. Raptors leading by 3. And here's VanVleet from the arc. VanVleet can't get that one to fall.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Barnes. Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. VanVleet's got 11 points in the quarter.
And the stroke of VanVleet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You can see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
At the end of the first
Guys, it's been all about Fred VanVleet for the Toronto Raptors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. The 2K Sport.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson. Toronto came out looking very confident. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of that about wraps.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Red Van Vliet really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one spot.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Conley. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. They get it again. That evens the score. Gobert's got 8 points.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Minnesota with the rebound. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Second team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And the Raptors call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Achua, he's checked in for Purdy. Toronto trailing. For 3, Van Vliet connects from three-point range. Van Vliet's got 19 points.
And what a tool for Van Vliet to have. We know he is great driving it, so when he's using the pull-up, it's really effective.
And they're able to recover. Gobert gets the bucket. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Van Vliet on the wing. 19 points in the game. Hits the... Three-point bomb.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% for the field. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Taurean Prince.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Poked away. Edwards against Barnes. Edwards can't hit. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. They've held a 12-point lead early. For 3, Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
In a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Rivers comes in for Edwards. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
And it's Barnes slamming it down. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in.
Into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Nas Reed.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Anunoby. And that one, good.
Noel.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Trent against Rivers. Trent can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Rivers. All sorts of time. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Gobert's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the put back home.
Toronto calls timeout. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. From deep, Trent. Here's Anunoby. It's good from long range. Anunoby's got 7 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And Toronto making a change. Young's checked in.
Raptors. Thaddeus Young.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Rivers gets a wide open look. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
To the paint. And it's Trent in the corner. Hands it from downtown. 10 points for him.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's stolen. Anunoby passes to Boucher. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Daniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley now comes in for Noel. Conley, the pass to Reed. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Reed's got his second basket of the game.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Trent can't hit.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Raptors out in front. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here is Edwards. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Achua is out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors leading by 3. Van Vliet outside. That's 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's the floater. Yep, that one goes.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point game. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Anunoby. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Conley finds Edwards. Back to Conley. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors leading by 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Gobert, he's checked in for Naz Reid. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's McDaniels. Great D that time from Van Vliet. And here are the Raptors now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Anunoby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. Timberwolves trail by 5. Conley with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Towns kicks to Conley. Pass to Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Towns down low. Siakam's there. And it's Towns missing. Raptors leading by 5. Back to Trent. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Pirtle, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Barnes, he's checked in for Trent.
Scotty Barnes.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Edwards inside. Got that one up quick.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Van Vliet looking around. And Toronto turns it over again. Timberwolves trail by 3. Tipped away. Pirtle with the ball. Conley picks him up. And a deep three from Van Vliet. Pirtle. And again, no good by Toronto. The Timberwolves shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Van Vliet against Conley. He kicks to Gobert. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Siakam.
And everyone is counting on it. Gobert needs to be at his best here. It's all about execution.
And Gobert drops them both. Toronto calls timeout. They're leading by 1. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter.
Fans, we need you to get loud right now for your North Side Crew.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Michael Conley.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Good on the first, and that ties the game up.
The team counts so much on Edwards for an awful lot. Going to the well again here. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Looking to get back on track here, and Van Vliet finishes inside. Van Vliet's got 24 points.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Edwards inside, covered by Siakam. Kept alive. Count that bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Conley against Van Vliet. Over in the corner, Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. And the Timberwolves with possession. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Edwards, that's good.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident.
Oh,
man. In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
It's good.
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 2. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Van Vliet outside. Here's the three. Bullseye!
Great poise from Van Vliet there, shrugging off the pressure and just taking that shot.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. For three, Edwards. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.